It's for Libra. Shamrock tarot general reading. Rules could be reversed, may not resonate. Libra. Number 7 came up last night. And somebody's kid wants a BMX bike. So make sure you're clear on what kind of BMX bike. Is it a trail bike where they're going up and down mud hills and stuff like that and racing? Or does he want a trickster bike, a trick bike, like Tony Hawk's? The trick bikes, you need to make sure they have front and rear pegs. And there's an axle on the front handlebars so that the bike can turn, or you can turn the handlebars in a circle. You have to make sure the bike comes with all that when you buy it. I think there's special pedals too. I'm not sure though. Can't remember. Oh yeah, the pedals have to have an axle on them too, so you can kick them around. My brother was into it, and I had a boyfriend that was really into it. He still does it. My brother was into it many years, and all his friends did bike tricks. So make sure you have a budget. They're always buying inner tubes. It's an inner tube problem, not so much the wheels or the tires. But so patch kits and inner tubes, you want to make sure you get like a tool kit. I don't know if they would need wrenches and ratchet sets, stuff like that. You'd have to ask somebody so that they can fix it themselves. And if something happens or walking home, you have to be very clear on this. And everybody that's involved with this, if they're friends with their mothers, make sure everybody needs a bike fixing kit. Everybody needs, tools at home, because somebody's bike always breaks down, tools and air pumps, stuff like that. Patch kits, you're on your own for that. I mean, anytime you need an inner tube, it's like $15. They have to be able to do that. You have to be able to put the inner tube in water and see where the hole is and stuff like that when you're doing a patch kit. It's an everyday thing. Fixing a bike, tuning up the bike. It's an everyday thing. It's a good hobby. I mean, I didn't have to pay for it for my son. He was in football, so all hobbies cost money. If you're a control freak mother, you're going to be losing some control. You don't have control of where he's going on that bike, so you need to accept that he's getting some wings. So, anyways, and then there's mountain bikes, and beach bikes. So there's all different types of bikes. You need to be very clear. And as soon as you turn your back, someone steals a bike too. So you gotta be prepared for that. People steal bikes, so you gotta make sure you're bringing them in every night. Everybody's, there's no leaving the bike on the porch because you're going back out again. You bring it in. You have to. That's just how it is. So when they're palling up, when they're on their thing going on a ride, that's different than going and hanging out someone's house, because there's no room for bikes, Like we grew up in Ocean City, New Jersey. Everybody lived in condos. There was no room for that. So they had to, if they were hanging out, that was going and hanging out on foot. So going out on a bike thing, that was totally separate. I kid you not, as soon as they turn their bike, someone steals it right out from behind you. Thieves are very slick like that. Because as soon as they see it, they'll be watching the kids. Anyways, now the 4 of Swords, that's not just a card of sickness. That's all I hear. Oh, somebody's sick, somebody's sick, somebody's sick. That's not just sickness. The 4 of Swords is retreat. Retreat could mean going on a vacation, going on a weekend getaway, disappearing, not telling anybody where you are. You know what a retreat is. Religious retreats, okay? Fasting is considered part of a retreat. It's a card of Buddha, card of meditation. It's the card of truants. So when there's a middle of a fight before war breaks out, 2 opposing parties will come to a truance, and they'll try to work on agreeable terms before they go into war, okay? Not just a card of being sick. means you're going to have to do research on different older. Go and look up. Always get an older book. I mean, it's hard with the tarot and the magic books because, you know, they're probably cursed. But, you know, there's thriftbooks.com. That's where I go. There's ABS Books or something. That's a new one. I just ordered some stuff from there. Thrift books, but thrift books, you're paying like you don't pay one shipping fee, you're paying a shipping fee for everywhere it's coming from, so you have to be careful of that too. It adds up. So, Ten of Wands, burdened. Yeah, somebody is just like a walking emotional baggage. It's Prince of Discs, King of Pentacles, Earth energy. Wants to come forward and start flirting with you, but you're like, he's emotional baggage. Uh-oh. I was doing tarot readings on you, Libra. What else is new, huh? Oh, look at this. Someone wants to give you a commitment. How cute. An offer. Wow. What is this burden about? People need to let go of the past. Huh? Let going of the past. It really helps that out a lot. At a roadblock with the going through the doorway here. So he wants to avoid the door and go towards you, I guess. Going around the door, making their own path. Look at them learning. Okay, let's see here. You know, I'm reading Judges right now again. It's about the Israelis breaking up, all the groups breaking up. And God is talking to David before he goes into his kingship, and he's going over the rules and regulations, and it's just like Jesus. He's like, only through me, once you give yourself through me, you know, do you make it into the kingdom. So it's the same rules. I mean, any religion, you have to give yourself. I mean, everybody's magic was reset once or twice already, and it's not about, it's mostly, nobody keeps track of anything. You're supposed to be keeping track of everything with your book, and it's just, it's the same thing over and over again. Really is what it is. You get your magic back, and then it's all the same things over and over again. So you have to talk to your creator about that. I don't. It's $37. You want me to look at a spell word? Figure it's the price of going out to eat for lunch, so it's affordable. Let's see here. Yeah, 2 lunches, 2 drinks. Drinks are up to $4 a piece now. Do you believe that for a Coke? And a reasonable tip, $7 tip, is $37. Do. 4 of Pentacles. Yeah, they can't let you go for some reason. Virgo, Hermit. I feel like someone wants to be a hermit. They want to learn how to, dealing with this with an Aries, how to shut everybody out. It does get annoying. But that's, people have to learn, like, that's not them, it's everybody else's lessons. That they need to stop violating your privacy. I mean, that is that. And it's like, God, how old are you? 2-year-olds bother you all the time. 3-year-olds get on your nerves. 4-year-olds just want to play. 5-year-olds, you know, they're going off in their own little world. You know, I mean, geez, I mean. All these people had, I mean, they got kids and stuff. I'm like, oh, God, no, thank you. Why would I date you when you have two twin 2-year-olds? Like, yeah, right. No offense or anything, but nobody wanted to date me when I had kids, so karma's a bitch. Anyways, Four of Cups. This Four of Cups has been circling around. It's rejection. Doesn't like to be rejected. Fairy energy stuck on that tree there. But you think of Alice in Wonderland, the door opens up behind them when they're sitting there. You know, that's that. Pay attention to your surroundings. You got to turn around and go the other way. Rejection, focusing on the past. Is there any decks when they're turning around and I know the one I have, he's looking at the cup coming in the God. I don't know if there's one or if they're going towards the cup or not. I don't know. And the Hangman, the delay here. I don't see fantasy here. So, you have to have the Seven of Cups with the Hangman for it to be a fantasy. That's a fantasy. Which it is fantasy. I mean, when you're fantasizing to be with somebody, you know, it's always fantasies. Well, everybody needs everything replaced. Just like if you're a tarot reader, it's a hobby. You need cards and you need crystals. They go bad. Candles, you know, you have to know how to budget that stuff in. Like once a year or whatever. Just look if you have a business. You need pens every year. You need ink for your printers. You need to go places. You need mileage on your car. Telephone bill. All that stuff, you know. It adds up like once or twice a year. Small businesses, like once a year, you're buying stuff, pens and stuff like that, what you need. And some people, yeah, you buy it on credit, you make payments on it throughout the year. Some people you have to budget in every month. It all depends on you and your budget. Oh, look at that. He's either now seeing you as a gift. This lordship means that he's entitled to some kind of lands and a marriage to a royal. That's what a lord is. He fought all his battles and he's leveled up to, let's see, there's Count. I think it's Lord and then Count would be the next one. Count, Countless. Then there's the Duchess. Somebody has a cold or something, that's why they're sick, they're waiting. There is really bad flus going around. At the schools, the kids all got the stomach flu. Pretty bad, it's a new one going around. Yeah, in the middle schools. And the flu. So I mean I was sick too, but they put me on a different antibiotic, so I don't know how bad it was because I was on something different. Yeah, they can't get you out of their mind. Was that one song, Day and Night or something? He is thinking you as a friend, but when you put him in the friendship zone, he didn't like that. So, he's confused, I guess, about friendship level, but that's just the way things are. There's going to be differences between viewpoint differences. So I have to learn to accept things for the way they are. Cultural differences with everything, even like the Italians. I mean, it used to be like our city used to be so segregated. The Italians had their community, the Germans had their community, the Polish had theirs, Polish Hill, you know, and a long time, like in the 1800s, no, you didn't. You married someone who was Polish or you married someone who was, you know, it wasn't until the war when the towns started mingling more and they had like the big dance halls and that's where you would meet somebody. from the different towns. Aw, look at that. He wants to marry you and take care of you. He's in complete mental prison. He wants to reunite with you. He's turned his back on everybody. They're all assholes. Oh. That's life. Can't trust nobody. He wants to whisper sweet nothings into your ear. Oh boy, it's a tower. Aw. He like wants to help you or something mushy. I don't even want to get into it. I'm not getting into mushy stuff. Aw, you can have a boyfriend, Libra. How cute. Endless opportunities. Awakening after an awareness. I guess they had an aha moment or something. Major awakening. They didn't even go through their transformation yet. They're at their awakening. Yeah, sacral chakra. Ooh. Balance forces coming in. Communications with the higher ups here. Journey to wholeness. I love this artist. It's just so mesmerizing. It looks like pencil work with marker. It's just so pretty. I just love it. Can't stop looking at it. When I use this deck, that's why I don't like, oh, that's an octopus there. Oh, cool. Yeah, that's nice. Every time I use it, I see something different in it. It's pretty. Like buying equipment, don't do live because you don't know what's coming in, you know. You all want to play this string game. You're strung to whoever they're strung to, whoever they're strung to, whoever they're strung to. I mean, that's why we just end up cutting ends all down, and you fall down on a platform together, and then we start weeding you out. You know, pulling the weeds. That's just an ongoing thing. So this time he shut all the doors and cut everybody down and started over again. And some people are just doing their own thing, doing glue work, all kinds of goofy shit. I'm gonna glue them. Oh my gosh. Remember when that story was going around when that girl put Gorilla Glue in her hair? Oh my. Anyways. I lost my train of thought now. Oh, equipment. It all depends. I mean, I've always had problems with printers. I'm not investing in printers anymore. It's cheaper just to print a paper out at FedEx. It really is. Unless you need to be printing stuff out. My computers always last me at least 10 years. So every 10 years you probably want to budget in a desktop. But it's up to you. Everybody's different. It depends on how well you take care of your stuff, really. I've never had problems with my computers or my phones. I mean, I've had this phone forever. I'm still on the S10. No problems. But I'm not rough. A lot of people are rough. They drop their phone all the time, you know, and shit. I'm not. I don't use it like when I'm out in public. I don't like touching it and getting germs all over it unless I know I'm sitting somewhere for a really long time. Then I'll download a book. You know, I don't, when I'm, like if I'm at the laundromat, I don't bring anything in with me. I leave it on the car, and then I sit in my car. I don't carry it around everywhere. I'm not on my phone in the stores. I'm a germophobic regardless. So, it's just the way that I am. Like even when I was young, I kept everything in my purse. Nobody was allowed to touch anything. I've always been like that. So, some people are just really rough with their phones, you know. Just like some people with cars, they get in a car accident every year. I was just like, oh my God, how do you afford your insurance? Like, how do you people afford this stuff? I don't know. I don't understand. You want a new phone because you just want it because it's new? Or what? Or, I could see if you have a hobby and you want to learn how to take pictures or whatever, but that's not how you have to buy a camera to do that. I don't know. I don't buy Apple phones. I never was on Apples. But I'll be back in a minute. Okay. The cameras for vlogging are very expensive right now. I've been looking at them. But you might be able to get a cheaper model. You have to be careful because there's the 4K and they got the 8K that's out. So you want to make sure if it's really expensive, it might be a new one that's out. I don't even think people have gotten, the rich people, of course, have probably bought in the 4K or 8K TVs, but I don't even think people are on 4K yet. So, what else? If the battery keeps dying, then you want to buy a new battery. It's worse on it to keep plugging it in and charging than it is just to bite the bullet and go buy a battery for $30. They're not that much money. What else? Computers, I noticed they had really great deals on Black Fridays for the past couple years, and at Costco's. I'm like this close to switching from Sam's Club to Costco's because they just have way better deals on computers. I can't believe how cheap, but you have to wait. They're not always on sale. So there's Costco's and Sam's Club too. And it's not, when you're buying equipment, it's not an investment. It's just equipment. It depreciates. There's nothing you can do about that. I've had all the computers, Acer, HP. I got a Dell right now. They all last the same. They're all doing the same thing. So it looks like you're finally seeing the whole picture of everything that's going on, and you are a higher level gatekeeper, porthole keeper for everybody's journey to wholeness, this healing power energy that's coming in. And people are just going to have to deal with that. They're not getting through the porthole. You don't bring demons into heaven. That's not how that works. So you're a sacred porthole keeper of the 9D. So when everybody's getting up through the 5D, they're not going to get through. You're going to be confronting them and judging them on their sins. And they need to go and heal and deal with that and come back without their baggage, without their, you can have a walking stick. You get a staff. That's what you get. So you have a staff there. He has a staff in some of the decks, the Hermit. The walking stick, that's a walking stick. You do get it when you're meditating. Dragonfly energy again. What year are we on? 3rd year. So Yin's really had to tap into that at the 5D. The dragonfly energy coming out of the moth energy. If you were regrounded and rerouted, you turn into a dragonfly. It's more of a pod butterfly energy. This is the Lemurian. It's not Atlantean. Lemurian is a blend of Lemurian means that you are at the beginning of creation. You are birthed through air, through all the elements. The Atlanteans, you guys are created in the bottom of the ocean. And when you're ready to be birthed, or if someone's scouting, they wake you up, it's different energy. You come up out of the water. Also, too, if you're watching documentaries of like the lost cities and stuff like that, that's what happens. Everybody's being birthed out of the waters, and those lost cities are closest to the water because everybody still needs a lot of water to learn how to breathe. Here, so it's on the bottom here, the overflow of water. So you need to be connecting with the ocean Not worrying about what people are doing up in the mountains. I told you about this about a year ago. Stop getting stuck. You need to concentrate, someone's trying to shut me up, on your ocean energy. Well, you need to study that. You need to study what is Earth by the ocean. You have sand, you have your seaweed comes up, the lotus grows out of water. There's all different kinds of things. Lily pads, there's the frogs. There's different, like dolphins have to come up and breathe, whales have to come up and breathe. There's all different kind of things, mammals, and there's the grass that grows by the sea there. There's the certain, there's even pine trees that need sand to grow out of. You guys have to research that. Can't do everything, jeez. You got to take time. This year, this summer, like I don't know what summer and stuff, stuff's gonna come up. Don't, yeah, you got to put your heart and soul in it, but don't get mad and frustrated if, stuff comes up. People die, emergencies happen. Like I was studying the flowers. I'm still on the flowers. It's been forever. And this is just Pennsylvania flowers. Then the Pennsylvania trees, not even just Pennsylvania. It's all molded into northern, here, Canada and England. We all kind of have the same species. If you're down south, you have different species. You're in a different zone down there. So you need to decide. Like I say, break it up how the college kids go to school. So in the fall, starting in September to December, you would, 16 weeks, pick one or two things and research it and study it. Then come June or January, same thing. Just, take 2 weeks off like they do in college. Just be on that schedule there. I'm more on the professor schedule. Yins are going with the flow of things, and I'm more of the game planner, the overseer. So then when you have questions, you don't have to interrupt people's energy. You just pray about it, and if it's emergency, it comes through. If not, you have to pay attention to the signs and synchronicities and work it out. Because there's probably more to the question. Isn't one reason why things don't get answered right away. You're not thinking all of the avenues. You're not thinking outside the box. You're only just thinking inside the box. Oh, great. Tarot magic and tarot readings. Someone's doing tarot magic. Well, if you want me to do Shadow Messages, $37. I don't see anything here. Libra wouldn't be getting one. Aries, Sagittarius, Virgo so far. My Divine Masculine, Leo, too, is real bad. That's about it so far. Libra, you don't have to worry about anything. It's beneath you, whatever's going on. You got to budget in your stones, whatever. You have to budget that in. You should know. I go through this many candles, stones. That was just because of what happened, but they do burn out all the time, depending on what kind of work you're doing. The gemstone degree, that takes about 2 years. Anything that you want to specialize in something takes about 2 years. It just fell when I was doing my my Bible, when I was getting my master's degree with spiritual formation, it fell into that. So that's just how that happened. Well, you're not working I was working one full-time job, going to school, and running around with 2 kids. That's normal. You're working 2 jobs. That's different. It's different energies. You have to have your energy going to 2 different jobs. So stop worrying about answering people's questions and just worry about just getting whatever message out that's coming through you is really all you should be worrying about when you're doing these. If your equipment's breaking, it's from doing the lives. Now you're gonna have to be more creative. That's for you. You have to be more creative. Take a retreat, a time out, and go to the beach for the weekend. Go clear your energy, and well, you got to find someone that can chip in with you. You have to have a friend or somebody that can. It's not that much money if you're chipping in. There's some motels. What's wrong with the motels? I don't know. I always compare everything to Myrtle Beach, so cheap. Or I grew up going to Ocean City, New Jersey. So when I think of the beach, that's what I got in my head. So it was hard for when we started going to Myrtle Beach because I compared it to Ocean City. I'm like, where's the freaking boardwalk? I was so bored. I was so disappointed. I was so bored. But now, I mean, after going there for 8 years, you know, now I know my way around down there, everything. And there's certain things I look forward to, like the flea markets and the thrift markets are really cool down there, and it's really cheap. So, like, you don't have that in Ocean City, New Jersey. It's all family resorts, and you got to buy, you know, a hotel and stuff like that. Myrtle Beach, you can just go down there for the weekend, and it's really cheap. You just drive up the boulevard, and then they have the, if you buy it right now, they should have redid everything. Most places were all redone when there was that bed bug incident with everywhere. They should have all been, they were all shut down. So everybody had to go through. That should have all been taken care of by now, I would imagine. Why would you still be going through that? And if you are, then someone needs to start going there and reporting this stuff. Maybe you have to be that second eye. Sometimes, you know, you just have to do these things that are expected of you. Maybe that's something you got to start doing. You know, if people aren't going down there to vacation, you need to figure out why. Why? You have to figure that out. Nine of Swords. In your head, somebody's guarded. They think that you're guarded. So maybe you got to drop the guard a little bit, Libra. I know it's hard to go in that King and Queen of Swords. Yeah, they're in their head. They think you moved on from them. And you just put in your guard up because they were dealing with another person that needed what? An exorcism. I mean, come on now. No, thank you. So they want to put work into this. So you need to drop the guard, Libra. Okay? They're in their head about this. And then whoever, yeah, they're $37. You want me to help you with stuff and do that's the price I came up with for personal reading. Not really personal, but personal messages, advice, resume reading, resume reviewing, job, to look at the jobs, filter out your systems for you, the advice and stuff like that. That's all $37. Okay? All right, talk to you later. Congratulations. Good luck. Bye.